I know. The last thing the world needs is another podcast. Introducing Art Design Music, a brand new podcast featuring conversations with visual artists that create iconic art and design for the music industry.
We would just be talking about the power of graphic design.
We're talking to album cover designers, music video directors, illustrators, gig poster artists, stage designers, and rock photographers. And it's all launching October 18th with our first 3 episodes.
I will never look at those records again the same.
Everybody talks about like the record industry. I was inside a corporation.
Oh yeah, I'm going to take it, man. I'm going to take it. If it's like me and Drake, I'm just going to walk up and take it.
In the first season, I sit down and chat with the creative minds behind iconic work for AC/DC, Bruce Springsteen, Beastie Boys, Sex Pistols, Bob Dylan, Flaming Lips, Tracy Chapman, Sonic Youth, Father John Misty, Salt and Peppa, Blink-182, Blondie, NWA, Fish, Black Keys, Melvins, Mets, John Prine, Prince, and so many more.
You want to talk about that? You come talk to me.
I've not quite got to grips with it, and I don't think I ever will.
This new podcast is for graphic designers, for illustrators and photographers, for video directors, musicians and songwriters, and anyone that is a massive music fan.
I don't know if I'm trying to prove it to other people or trying to prove it to me that I deserve this type of lifestyle.
If you grew up staring into the cover of your favorite new album, played a music video over and over, memorizing every little moment, or you're the kind of person who rushes to the merch table to see what cool new tour posters or t-shirts the band might have for sale, then this podcast is also for you. We cover a lot of ground in this first season, featuring conversations with icons of the industry, graphic designers like Paul Escher, Michelle Holm, Gerard Huerta, and Aaron Droplin.
The last record you did was black. The record you did before that was dark. The record you did before that was black. Like, don't do black.
Graffiti artist turned hip-hop art director, Say Adams.
You know, we weren't in a beef or war with anybody except ourselves.
Screen print poster illustrators Drew Millward, Hayden Menzies, and Jay Ryan.
At this point, I'm just a sad, used pile of dad jokes.
Indie musician and music video animator Chad Van Galen.
It was mind-bending. I will never, ever do it again.
And legendary music photographer Jeanette Beckman.
My task is to make them feel at ease enough to show me who they really are.
Their stories are hilarious, touching, informative, and at times, just straight up weird. We get to discuss everything from famous band logos and album covers to music video shoots and life on the road with touring musicians. I get the scoop on how these creators broke into the industry and what it's like working for the biggest bands in the world. But also, I deep dive looking to learn more about these artists' creative processes and find out what life is really like for these wizards, mostly hidden behind the music industry curtain.
Like, you better not. You better never do that.
Pop over to artdesignmusic.com for info on all our guests, a complete episode release schedule, Plus, we're giving you a chance to take part in the conversation. You're invited to ask show guests your own questions on a special episode at the end of the season. I'm Jud Haynes, a graphic designer and illustrator from Newfoundland, Canada, and I live for this stuff. I'm not a broadcaster, or even a podcaster really, but I'm going to give it all I got and hope you will be into coming along for the ride.
It's like that kind of adventure that I love to take.
This is going to be a super fun and sometimes nerdy exploration into my favorite topics, art, design, and music. Hit subscribe wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss any of these adventures. Our website is artdesignmusic.com, and on Facebook and Instagram, we're at Art Design Music Podcast.
Honestly, this is the first time I've even thought of it that way.
I was what was known as good at art.
But you can do the best logo in the world, but if nobody sees it, it doesn't have any impact.
You know, dismembered head on a sword, and I'm like, yes, this is amazing.
You know, records are still my very favorite thing to make.
Again, we're launching October 18th with our first 3 episodes, and I really hope you'll join us.